All right. Sorry about that. What's up, Mr. Moses Mike? I think we're good now. What to start with now? We've got the basic shape and outline of all the major stuff. I think I'll go ahead. I'm going to put the leaves on the vines. Hope everybody's having a good day. Yo, what's up, Random Tinker? How you doing? Took your advice with the category. I think I just got so used to punching in makers and crafters, or making makers and crafting. I kind of forget about the art category. But I guess technically the 3D pen is art and crafting, so I don't know. But this is just the art part. Did did Boyd finish that cutting board? You get the oil on it. Working in the newsletter for a local turning club. Nice, nice. Working on the newsletter. Local turning club. That sounds like fun. I wouldn't be surprised if there was something like that around here, but I don't have a lathe yet, so I'm not really gonna search that one out yet. But if I ever do get a lathe, that would be something fun to get into. I think he did. He was putting kids to bed, and he had raided out before I got back. Right on. Wait, you talking about Boyd or Way Cool? I was asking about Boyd. I was there at the end for Way Cool's stream. All right, I got the leaves done. I'll probably adjust one or two up here next time I'm in that area. But now, let's see, where do we want to go? Let's do the wood plane. We'll just have to do a cheat line to get in there though. Just going to run it in right there. There's that. Straight down. Yeah, boy, right on. You should look into a local turning club. You'll make some good contacts and maybe find a sweet. Oh, good point. Yeah, good point. I'll have to. I will look into it. So I've always had an interest in lathes, just never the chance. It's not just something you go out and buy on a whim. All right, well, that wasn't too bad. I just got to get in here and get one of these dots right here. And go up here. Our club has a location where they do turning classes. I'm sure other clubs are similar. Yeah. Even a member might be willing to take you to their place to show you some of the things and let you turn on their equipment. Cool. This drawing is amazing. Hey, thanks. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think I'm gonna hop over here and start on the C. Right there. And the C and the G, that, and up here at the top of the shield, there's a lot of black. So I can pretty much hop in anywhere I want to, and start the C because all that's going to be filled in. I just need to decide whether I want to fill it in vertically or horizontally. I don't want to just go scribbling it in there. I want to keep it kind of uniform. I think I might go horizontal with it because there are already so many vertical lines. I feel like there are very few horizontal, so I think that'll aesthetically, I think that'll look a little better. So let's just go up here and start right there. So now I'm going to start with the C. I probably should have started, well, still can. Let's do that. I'm going to go over here. And that's the advantage of having those large spaces where it's you know, black or, you know, dark. I don't, you know, that little spot right there is going to go away. But let's start to see right here. Think. Okay. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger than it needs to be right now because I want to give myself plenty of space. And I can always go in and fill it in later. I think that's what I'm going to do now, but luckily I can just kind of do that, hop over, run down, and come in right there. Ooh. This thing keeps sliding on me. I need to work on a better stand for this thing. If I had enough 3D pen filament, I could probably make a stand or a rack that would hold it up. I appreciate that, Christine. Just trying to, actually, I feel like I'm going pretty slow with it. I'm trying to take my time with it. Yo, Random Tinker with the 44 hype. Thank you for the bit, sir. Thank you. That was not very loud. Let's turn that up a little bit. There we go. Ah! Sorry about that, y'all. Y'all just went for a crazy little ride. Random Tinkerer, thank you again for the bits. Much appreciated. That's not a Duke logo. Start over. Hey, Mike. I'm glad you mentioned that. I've been looking and looking all over, like all of my bookshelves, and this one was just tucked away next to one of my drawing books. But I finally found this, and I've been looking for it for quite some time. But it's a great read. I suggest it to anyone who is a basketball enthusiast such as ourselves. And we may read a couple of passages from the book from time to time from Mr. Tucker and Mr. Andy Bagwell. Fake news. I'm afraid not. A lot of facts in this book. And actually, I was talking to Andy not long ago, and he said they are in the middle of writing a follow-up book to that one, and I don't know if it's going to happen, but I offered to do some illustration for a small fee for the book. You know, and honestly, I'm surprised they spelled it the way they did for the cover of the book, but you know, can't have everything, right? Maybe I'll write a book. I've got stories about the rivalry. Well, heck, this story alone is a good one. I know you're familiar with some of the story behind this one, Mike. Let's see. What do we have here? What do we have here? Oh, look at this. Would you look at that? Would you just look at that? April 4th, 2022. The Final Four. The final nail in the coffin to Coach Cry's career. 77 for the Dukies and good old 81 for the Tar Heels. And actually, yes, it's named the dollar, but you know what? We'll do show and tell in a little bit. That's worthy of our first break, show and tell. We'll get into that in a minute. Even though we're coming up on football season, we'll break out the dollar and tell a few stories. We'll even go over some of the Duke wins on there. And it's pretty close. I think since we've been doing this with the dollar. I think Duke is ahead by a couple of games. I'll have to do an official tally. But the last couple of years, UNC has made up a lot of ground, especially last year, winning 2 out of 3. That ain't bad. We let you win. That's a Dookie saying that too. Oh man, that's not true. That's not true. I watched the last 8 seconds of that game, the Final Four game, earlier today. And Austin Rivers even said, "Nice shot, Caleb." Oh man, I can't wait because the end of that game is going to be running on every March Madness from here until the end of time. That shot with what's his name, the really tall dude, Williams, I think, Mark Williams, the center for Duke. All right, I'll stop. I'll stop for now. For now. But I'm a little curious about the Dukies this year. What's John Shire got up his sleeve? Oh man. Whoa. Come on, don't do this now. All right, good. Connected. Tired of letting Carolina win to keep the conference relevant. Okay. Then why don't you talk to your football team if we're going to talk about relevancy? I mean, at least NC State's keeping it interesting with their football team. Not so much with the basketball lately. Which I'm thinking Kevin Keats' days are numbered if he doesn't do better this coming season. I like the guy. I think he's a good coach. I think, they had some problems there towards the end of Mark Gottfried's career and that whole Dennis Smith Jr. situation. Which now it wouldn't be a problem because the players are getting paid. They're just getting away with it before it was okay. But I'm not trashing Jim Valvano by any means, but I think he had to leave state for some shenanigans going on their end. And that's unfortunate, And even back then, especially back then, college kids were probably struggling a little more than they are these days with scholarship athletes getting some really nice equipment. Some good practice facilities. Just need to clean this C a little more. Allison, how you doing? Yes, you are correct. First time chat from Allison. How you doing? Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you. And welcome to your first Tatum 44 stream. I don't know if you saw it. Last night I did the emote. This is a Shannigan's emote with my 3D pen. And my stream crashed last night, so I had to finish this guy off stream. Oh, Mr. Moses Mike, or if you're still there, there's been a Bigfoot sighting, roughly somewhere between you and I, and not far from our neck of the woods. Oh. And I know it's not the first Bigfoot sighting in North Carolina, but it may be the closest in proximity to where I live. Oh, thanks, Allison. Yeah, I didn't have a plan for something to draw last night. I just knew I was going to break out the 3D pen. And then Shanigan's, he was in chat and suggested his emote. And I said, why not? Let's do it. I had just enough of the green filament to make it. I think I'm out of green, but this also glows in the dark, and it's kind of creepy because all you can see is the green, and then the mouth, and like the dark mouth, and then the black eyes. It really does. And Chevy brought it up last night and said that it looked like Slimer, and in the dark when it's glowing, it really does look like Slimer. All right, I think that's pretty good for the C. Although one little mess up. I don't know if I can fix it, but I forgot to put in the little white dot, so that's not good on my end. So I guess we're gonna have to leave them out on the G. That Chevy guy, he's clever, ain't he? Yeah. Yeah, he's a clever leatherer. Ba-dum-ts. All right, now I'm kind of trapped in here. I gotta do one little cheat line out right there. Oh, I hated to do it. I hate to do it, but oh well. We kind of filled it in there, going back and forth over that spot. So that's not too bad. Let's hop down here and let's do the chisel. And we're just gonna hop right over here. Boop. And start the chisel right here. Whew. See, I need to make a better stand for the Etch A Sketch. When it slips like that. We've been streaming and I've just missed you. Oh yeah, we need to. No Bigfoot will walk in my yard ever. Mr. Moses Mike is going. He's gonna go Elmer Fudd on him. Oh man. You know, one of these days, that's going to happen. Somebody in a Bigfoot suit is going to get shot. And I'm willing to bet that the odds are in North Carolina's favor for being the first, maybe not the first, I don't know, but one of them that shoots somebody wearing a Bigfoot costume. Nice. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, we need some Chevy streams. Chevy just lurks and streams till he hears his name and jumps out. Nice. Yeah, it kind of worked earlier with in Boyd's stream. Unless he wasn't there and just the whole, like the corn radar went off and no, Chevy, corn. All right, let's get this G over here. What up, G? I'm just gonna hop right over there and start it. Ugh. So as I'm pushing this stuff away and creating the dark space, I'm definitely gonna have to go back and clean up those lines in the shield again. Let's see. Hey, Mama T, how did Star Wars turn out? It turned out really good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I've posted it in the Craftsman's Guild Discord or not, but I will tonight. But thank you. It turned out pretty darn good. I was pretty happy with it. The end result. It's a sore subject with Chevy here. He was doing everything he could to try to stop me from erasing it, but it had to happen. Random Tinkerer bought some leather. Nice. It's all Chevy's fault. We're encroaching on the leather work. Yeah, I'd kind of like to know what you're going to do with the leather, too. Random. Glad I finished it. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, Chevy, super, super talented with the leather. Everything you make just looks so clean. I mean, I've done leather work in the past, but nothing near as artistic as what you've got going on, Chevy. Like the leather I did was on metal leg braces, and that was, I mean, it was nice work. I did the best I could to match the leather on the brace with the shoe or shoes that it was attached to. But yeah, Chevy, your work is insanely clean and always nice. Like wherever you learned it from, whoever taught you, or if it was self-taught, that's even better. But yeah, your work is very very good, Chev. Gonna make a couple of key rings. Nice, nice. See, one of these days, Chevy, I'm gonna have a forge in my backyard, and I'm going to try to make some knives one of these days. And I'm pretty sure I'll want a nice leather sheath for my first good knife. But I figured I would kind of start off easy with railroad spikes and horseshoes. So I have almost an endless supply of old horseshoes from my dad's horses. And he's got a bucket of them just waiting to be used. I tell him to keep hanging on to them. I will get to some of them one of these days. Just wanted to stop in and say hello past your bedtime. Well, hey, thanks, Allison, for hanging out. Yeah, whenever I do the home streams with drawing or carving, they're usually on pretty late. Sometimes I can get some afternoon streaming in, but if that's the case, usually I'm fishing, which I'm hoping I can get a fishing stream in sometime soon for you guys. The weather has been pretty good, but I've had other things going on. I did go out and do a little bit of fishing today with with my youngest kid. She didn't fish, but she hung out and rode her bike around on the trail. Did not catch anything though, but that's okay. It was nice to get out anyway. Boys Custom Fab, what is up? Thanks, dude. Yeah, I guess I should show a close-up. I haven't even done that since I started tonight. But we're gonna finish this one tonight. How did your stream end up there, Boyd? With the cutting boards and the juice grooves. What's up, Cross? How you doing? Artie. Oh no, where did we stop? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, chat. Where am I? Where's the stylus? There it is. It's up here. Okay. Number one rule, don't forget where you parked when you're Etch A Sketching. All right. Let's do some of the hard part and work on the Craftsman's Guild letters. And we'll just jump right on down right here. Start over here. And I'm gonna have to do a cheat line to get over to start the C. Yeah, he's got some big feet. Yeah. Dude's got some feet. Oh man, that's plastic. This is oh sorry, Rar. Get back up there. Are you too good for your feet? Go to your feet. There. Yeah, this is clear plastic. This was a yeet of a check socket. We used clear plastic to form a temporary socket over the patient's stump, an amputee, and it's clear so that we can see through it to make the marks on it and make the adjustments whether to add or take away pressure from the patient's remaining leg. But yeah, this is just solid plastic. It's Vivac. I don't know if that's a proprietary name, but that's, or or if it's a standard industry type of plastic name, but that's what I always called it. But yeah, so it was still hot out of the oven, and I didn't want to. 1 minute ad. Right on. But I didn't want to waste it. So, anytime we had extra plastic left over, or if there was a mess up, I would try to make something. Usually it was mushrooms. Got another one over there. I'll go get it real quick. Be right back, cleaning up dinner mess. Right on, Shed. Rinse your dishes, put them in the dishwasher. And this wasn't a yeet, but this was just extra plastic left over from where I did a transfer ink paper onto the plastic, where we would take, like, let's say this is the plastic. We would take rectangle pieces, usually about like 3/16 thickness was what we mostly used making the leg braces, the AFOs, ankle foot orthotics. But we would take the plastic, put it in the oven at anywhere from 300 to 400 degrees, depending on the plastic. Take it out when it's super hot and clear and flexible, and slap it over the mold of the leg, the plaster mold. Seal it off, and then cut the extra stuff off, and it would be under vacuum immediately, so it would just suck in around the plaster mold. Which that reminds me that I need to send you a message, a DM, Boyd, about that kind of process. I think there's a certain aspect of that may behoove you and some of your projects. So yeah, I'll get with you on that. But yeah, this one with the transfer paper, it's like parchment paper with ink embedded on it on one side. So we would get we'd get the plastic in the oven and let it heat up. And once it's clear, we typically use, like, you can see the kind of opaque white part right there. That's the color of the plastic normally. But when it's hot, it gets clear. And then we would take the sheet of transfer paper and lightly rub it on using a glove, and then peel it off, and the ink would transfer over to the plastic, and you'd have, different patterns, or a solid color, or a team logo of some kind. Yeah, it was that. And the actual work part of that job was a lot of fun, just being able to use those tools on a daily basis. And you can make back scratchers, rudimentary back scratchers. Some sloppy rivet work, but it's just a back scratcher. All scrap stuff. You could mask and only color certain areas. Yeah, you could. Like, there was either a large sheet of the transfer paper, or you could cut out small portions of it and do strips or the logos. Mama T, no, I'm not in that industry anymore. I worked in prosthetics and orthotics. It started in 1996, and through the years accumulated about 20 plus years of experience and as a technician. But who knows, maybe one day that opportunity will come back, but not for the company that I used to work for. Absolutely not. But that's a long time ago. What's up, Fear? How you doing? How's it going, Fear? All right. So now we're gonna start the lettering for Craftsman's Guild. And again, sorry about my squeaky chair, y'all, but that's what it is. So yeah, there's not a whole lot left to do, but I think this lettering will be the fun part. I do miss the foam shaping streams. Yeah, for sure, Boyd. That was not the best environment, but it's all good. We're here. We're doing the thing. Life is much happier. All right, so we got one of our little cheat lines that we're gonna have to do and just scoot on over. Oh, see, the trick is there's not a lot of room, so I'm gonna start the craftsman's word right here. Some very small letters, ladies and gentlemen. Wouldn't that be terrible if I misspelled it? Can't do spell check on an Etch A Sketch. Man, all right, I can do this. I was worried that if I started the T at the bottom, it would look too much like an E coming off the F. So I went to the top of the F, and that works out a little better. So this is going to be kind of tricky with the S. That's not too bad. I don't know if we're going to have enough room for everything. I might have to start making some skinny letters. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a really small guild on the end. Maybe not too bad. Okay, now I'm gonna have to go back through all the letters just so I can have that separation between the words. So right now I'm sneaking through the letters I've already created to go all the way back around and start the guild word. Word? Can y'all hear that car racing down the road near us? Unacceptable. Start over. Yes. Go follow Random Tinkerer. Get him over that 100 follower hump. Have I set a date for the 24-hour stream yet? No, not yet, Random Tinkerer. But we're gonna talk about that tonight, a little bit later. But yeah, everybody, if y'all can hear my voice, go give our guy Random Tinkerer a follow. Can y'all read that? Nice. All right. Let's see, what are we having right now? We're having a guava LaCroix seltzer water tonight. And if y'all act right, I might even crack this open. Definitely legible. Right on. All right. All right. Now we're gonna shoot over to the other side and start the word guild, but we're gonna have to spell it backwards. I mean, we don't have to, but I'm coming in from the right, working left, and one little cheat line right here. I think we're gonna have plenty of room. It's just gonna look a little jumbled because the lines between the letters are, they're touching. Oh. Getting kind of squirrely here. Sorry, folks. Sorry, folks. Park's closed. Moose outside should have told you. Ooh. Got him there. Nice. Nice. Ooh, Bean Boozled stream. Yeah. Ooh, let me know when you're doing that, Random Tinkerer. I will definitely be on board to watch that. Congratulations on 100 followers. I'm not gonna bust out a flex because I don't want to make Boyd cry. But congratulations, Random Tinkerer. All right, now we gotta go. Excuse me. Up to the top. Actually, let's give this a little bit of just a different hue, a little shading there for the banner part. A scanner to save the image? I don't know. I can't flip it over, or it'll, some of that stuff will fall back into the grooves that I etched out. So that's out of the question unless there's a scanner that hits it from above. But yeah, other than that, I just have to take the best pictures that I possibly can until Etch A Sketch figures out a system. And I've mentioned it before, but I compare it to plotting out the toolpath on a CNC machine, where you know what I mean, Boyd, and how you have to plot out the depth and everything. Well, this would just be in a two-dimensional situation where we're only dealing with X and Y axis and no Z axis. So I'm thinking they could hook a few wires up to each knob, have a little processor on the inside, and you could reset it each time. And it would record the twists of the knobs, knowing that it's got this much space to work with. It would, essentially draw out the path that you used or that you twisted the knobs to, much like plotting out coordinates for surveying or anything for that matter. So I think if they had a little some kind of processor on the inside that you could plug into and download or upload the image to a printer, or they could get really fancy and have a little printer you could plug into it and it would print out actual size. Because I think if you were to print it out and enlarge it, I think you would lose some of the detail. So yeah, y'all heard it here, folks. Let's talk to Etch A Sketch and maybe we can get a nice little deal with them. All right. Oh, we forgot where we parked. Oh, there we are. So now I'm gonna snake up to the top and work on filling in the top of the shield. But we're gonna draw these diamonds first. There's one. And let's see, are we gonna go vertical or horizontal with these lines? We'll do the horizontal lines just like we did for the C and the G. So now I have the freedom to just kind of run over here and cut these diamonds in. Get the DDP. Diamond Dallas Page. That's another wrestler. We were talking about wrestlers earlier. So now I can just kind of mosey on over here and work on the next diamond. Another one right here. Big genius, I wish. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's, I mean, if I'm coming up with that idea, it doesn't seem like it's too difficult to put into play. You know? You don't even need a motor, so you're not having to power any of that. You know, just a little slot that you could pop out the whatever processor and replace the battery, or even hook it up so you can plug it into a wall. But it seems fairly easy to be able to track the twists and turns of the knobs. A couple of wires here, a couple of wires here. Come on. It's 2022, people. What are we doing if we can't save our Etch A Sketch images? We're now drinking a lemon LaCroix seltzer. Followed by something else. Oh no. You're crazy. I like you, but you're crazy. Cheers, everybody. So good. All right, we got that diamond, and we got one more. One more. Now we just fill it in. Although we haven't taken a break yet. Let's take us a quick break. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna do a quick timeout. Do a quick show and tell. We talked about this a little earlier, and we're gonna bring it up again. I know some of y'all are familiar with this because it has a lot to do with how much this is true. One of the best books on the market. I highly suggest it if you like to read books. We'll flip to a passage out of this book in a little bit. But I say that to say this. I'm a huge Tar Heel fan. Good old Ramses. So a friend of mine and I, a guy I grew up with, we went to elementary school together. He's a huge Duke fan, one of my best friends. We gather and watch the Duke and Carolina basketball games. Whenever they play each other, we get together, cook some food, have some beverages, whatever, and enjoy the games. So we started doing our little dollar bet. The loser has to sign or initial and write the score and the date down. And the earliest recorded one. So when we started this, we just bet $1. He would give me one if I won, and vice versa if he won. But we figured, let's start recording it on $1 and just pass the same dollar back and forth. And that looks like 87, but it's really 07. This is the first one. Unfortunately for Duke, they lost the first one. But you can see we've had several games. Good old 2008, UNC 76, Duke 68. Yep. And this side, this is still the first dollar. And just for you, Moses Mike, here's one from 2011, March 13th, when Duke beat UNC in the finals of the ACC championship. So we filled up this dollar. Yes, more randomness. I love it. And then we had to switch over, and I had to give old George a mask because, 2020 and all. But this one's quite full as well. A lot of Duke, a lot of UNC wins. But there are none more important on either of these dollars than the last two entries into this dollar. Let's start right here. March 5th, 2022. UNC 94, Duke 81. K's last ride. That was the last home game for Duke with Coach K as their head coach. And then let's take a look at April 2nd, 2022 in the Final Four of the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship. UNC 81, Dukies 77. What a damn day that was. And this is a rudimentary handmade frame from aluminum bars and copper rivets. All the rivets set by hand. And I cut the aluminum, polished it down pretty good. It's got some scratches on it now, but there we go. Short, quick history of the dollar. And we get to our book, written by Reed Tucker and Andy Bagwell. Last year had to be the best ever. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely the best. All right, let's see. We'll just turn to page 44 and see what we can discover. I love it. I know this comes without context, but it starts out on page 44. Chancellor Palpatine to the Empire in the Star Wars movies. His hobbies no doubt included reading things like monocle and reading things with a monocle and lighting cigars with $100 bills. James Duke automated the family's once modest cigarette factory and brought a newfangled machines that could turn out 120,000 cigarettes a day. That's a lot of air pollution. So yeah, one last bit of randomness, and I'll stop with the UNC Duke stuff until basketball returns, or unless I work on this drawing some more. Let's see. Here it is. So for years and years, I've been doing some drawing, and through those years, I've done several anti-Duke drawings, and that's not going to stop. However, this is my final Coach K drawing that I'm still working on, because I'm going to get this one right. But yeah, I've been working on this one for a while. It's on a large piece of paper. Move some things out of the way. But if you're familiar with Coach K, that's pretty much how he looks. His pointy ears and horns kind of grew in once he took the job at Duke. I think the rat features have always been there. My name's Coach K. So yeah, this is just a pencil drawing. Look at that nasty ear. Oh. His teeth are so sharp. Yes. What sharp teeth you have, Grandma.
Better to gnaw at your fingers with.
All right, I'm done. I'm done for now. We have more Etch A Sketching to do. So, I can talk while I'm Etch A Sketching. But yes, during our last stream, we had a nice raid from Chris Perillo, and in that raid, we got a few follows. Our 444th follower, Monsoon Josh, is his name. That was our 444th. And as part of a goal for this channel, I had decided a while back that once we reach 444 followers, that we will do a 24-hour stream. And now we're to that point. So we can set a date. I mean, not tonight, but you know. And let me put a caveat to that. I've always, as far as the 24-hour stream, I've always said that there's going to be fishing involved. So with that being said, the date is subject to change only because of weather. If it, if it's not good weather to go fishing, meaning if it's raining or lightning, storms of some kind, we won't do it until we get some decent weather to go fishing in. 100% there will be freshwater fishing in the 24-hour stream. Hopefully we can sneak down to the coast and make saltwater part of that 24-hour stream. That would be nice. A little difficult probably, especially with a one-day turnaround kind of thing, but we will also do some of the things that we've been doing lately, carving some peach pits, doing some Etch A Sketch drawing, and who knows what. And I'm not a huge fan of eating on stream, but I feel like with a 24-hour stream, that'll kind of have to happen. So if we're going to eat, we might as well do some cooking. And my thought there is, if we don't go saltwater fishing as part of the stream, the 24-hour stream, then the likelihood of putting a huge slab of meat on the smoker, the odds of that would go up exponentially. So we got that going for us. Yeah. As far as the late hours, I figured I could kill a bunch of hours by playing some Galaga late night, early morning. And hopefully we can do something cool like a sunrise somewhere. Again, depending on weather, if it's going to be a nice sunrise to take in, you know. I'm not going to go sunrise looking on an overcast day. But yeah, so many options, so many activities. And we could try something new, like a new art medium or a new craft of some kind. That would be kind of cool to jump in feet first with something brand new. See how we fare with that. And I'm also up for suggestions, ideas. If you're familiar with me and the channel and anything that I like to do, like I said, I'm open to suggestions. What's up, UX? Hoggy warty warts? Hoggy warty hogwarts. I don't even want to say that fast. Speaking of food, I'm getting kind of hungry. And after we finish with this, which isn't too long from now, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, I'm going to go over some peach pit carving ideas that I've got. And it's not going to do any justice without the visual reference, so I'll wait until I'm done with this and talk to you about some peach pit carving ideas I've got. In which some of that involves resin. Yay, resin! Yo, Chevy, welcome back, dude. So, Chevy, need some ideas. I'm going to be doing this 24-hour stream soon. What would you want to see? What sort of content do you want to see out of the 44? Sauce stream. Yep, because I still owe you and Tink a jar of sauce. And yeah, we kind of talked about that loosely. I'm definitely going to do some fishing, 100% doing freshwater fishing, and hopefully going to mix in some saltwater fishing in that stream. If we don't do saltwater fishing, then we will definitely do some smoked meat on the grill in the smoker and make some sauce to go with it, because that'll take a lot of hours, very many hours to do it right. So I guess, if that's the case, then a lot of the stream would be here at home. So I've got the shop to do some carving or woodworking or making something in there. We've got the art room where I am now, where we can do some drawing, painting, etch a sketching, 3D pen printing, drawing, and definitely do some late night Galaga gaming. Definitely not related. To heck with the fish. We got smoked meat. Hey man, we got a fish too. And hey, there's the outside chance of a catch and cook. So, we can do some smoked fish. I mean, if we were to do some saltwater fishing, then wouldn't that be nice to get a big old red drum or speckled trout? Or if the timing is right, our flounder season gets shorter and shorter every year, it seems. Last year, or the last 2 or 3 years, we've only had 2 weeks of a flounder season in North Carolina. And I get it. I'm cool with it. Protect the species, protect the fisheries. We don't want to lose our fish. So that's a possibility. But again, that's if we even have a flounder season at all. Because there were rumors of shutting it down for a year as far as sport fishing. Now or recreational fishing. I'm sure that the fish market folks, they'll still be getting flounder, I'm sure, but the prices are probably going to go up, especially if they kill the season for recreational fishermen. At which point I will not be buying any flounder. Well, I do need to sign it, don't I? I remembered this time, Chevy. But where am I going to sign it? It's going to look funky with a a big cheat line somewhere running out of the bottom of this thing. I guess that's my only choice. Oh well, we'll just have to do it like that. The nature of the beast. So we're going to just kind of pop straight down right here. Whoop. And then go up here. And do our signy sign thing. Why not just make it a big border all the way around? And we'll come back up here. Oh, Boyd, you still here? Or is there anyone in chat that's a fan of the show The Boys? Yeah. Right on. That was an aggressive twist. So, what's his name? Dean Morgan, I think. He's the guy that plays Deegan on The Walking Dead, but he's going to be on the next season of The Boys. Not Deegan, Negan, I think it was. Yeah. She said he was also in Supernatural with Soldier Boy. Oh, okay. Okay. See, I never watched Supernatural. But I do know of the show. All right. So there we are. We've got the Craftsman's Guild logo. And you can kind of see my face. Hey. Hey, how's it going? Hey, how you doing? There's a reflection of my shirt. The dude abides. So, Boyd and all the other members of the Craftsman's Guild, thank you so much for letting me join, for the invitation. It is much appreciated. Absolutely appreciated. Can't shake that one. Wicked Walnut, thank you so much. How? I don't know. I just do it. Holy smokes, Dr. Drones. Thank you. Boyd Bateman. Nope. Yeah. Chevy, why don't you buy it for Boyd? If you really want it. I mean, if you don't want this erased, then, I mean, there's a price. There has to be a price because I got to get a new Etch A Sketch. And if that were the case, I could, you know, do some more fancy stuff to it. Gamer, what is up, dude? TGV Outdoors, formerly known as The Gamerverse Outdoors. What is up? Welcome in, dude. How are you? I'll get you the close-up of it. We just finished this one a few minutes ago. The logo. And we're gonna move on to something else. Yo, Gamer, thanks for the sub, dude. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Last night we broke out the 3D pen for one of our friends, Shenanigans. I keep wanting to say Shenanigans, but Shenanigans. This is one of his emotes. I just put it out there to chat last night because I haven't used the 3D pen in a long time, and I asked for suggestions, and this is what we got. The best part is this green filament glows in the dark. I need to get some more of that stuff. Thanks, Gamer. I appreciate it. And we were just in the discussions of, cause see, normally, hey y'all, I know y'all can see my face right there. Hey, how you doing? How's it going? Hey there. Typically at this time, I erase these because it's done. You know, no need to save it. I just speaking of, get you some screenshots if you want it. But I guess I didn't leave that there long enough. Try to get the glares out, get my face out of there. So many lights and glares. But Chevy has been a little upset with me since I erased the Boba Fett and Han Solo and Carbonite drawing on the Etch A Sketch a couple weeks ago. I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next guy who says shenanigans. Heck yeah. Hey, Farva. Oh, man, that's a classic movie. I love that movie. Did you just call it a liter of cola? But in all seriousness, if we don't save this one, I do want to eventually start saving them. And for anybody who wants to commission one, I would be up for that. But I first need to figure out the best way to save them before taking on any commissions like that. Hope there's no donate button. I guess there's no reason to buy the next Etch A Sketch. Yeah, I guess not. What a damn liter of cola. That's great. All right, so we'll put this aside for now. And talk about a little something else I want to try to do, and that is, I have so many peach pits. I'm constantly trying to think of ways to use them all, aside from just carving the things that I do. And speak up in chat if you've not seen any of my peach pit carvings. I'll be glad to show you. But one thing I want to do, see how thin they are? This is just a bisection of a peach pit. Like, this is the same, like this was one whole peach pit, but I split it in the middle and I dropped it and took the seed out. So now it's just that's the inside of the peach pit where the seed lives until it sprouts. So what I did was cut it in half and then thinned it down. It's about not quite an eighth, but a little more than a 16th. So I'm thinking about making some earrings and doing a little more carving into them, but this is just kind of a mock-up preliminary idea. But I thought I could maybe make some different things out of the peach pits. And this one, nice. Yeah, heck yeah, Boyd. Snozberries taste like snozberries. And this one, I don't know if I've got the drawing nearby. I think I've got it in my notes. This is my notebook. We all know about that guy. Is that it? Yep, here we go. So I want to fill the grooves of this peach pit with resin, with different colored resin, not just the blue and green. And you can see my earring sketch there. But I'd like to make like a necklace charm out of this. Fill it with resin and still have the natural peach pit coming through. So just ideas, things that I want to try to make and sell to the good people of the world. Gotta go take some pictures. Right on. And also, we've got let's see, we've got Chevy, Boyd, and Wild Rhino, all of which are subscribers of 3 months or more. And once you get to that 3-month subscription here, I'm gonna make some 44 coins. And these are just a few of the shapes and ideas that I'm working with. That's burl, that's ash, and that's burl. And I've also got some Purple Heart pieces left over from stuff I did a while back, and some other other wood, but like I said, Chevy, Boyd, and Wild Rhino are all now eligible for some Tatum tokens, and I'm gonna be making a bunch of them. But as soon as I get some made for you three, I'll be shipping them out, and I'll have to message Wild Rhino and let them know. Yeah, heck yeah. Now I think we can. It's only midnight. I've only been on for 2 hours. Can probably go for another hour. Oh, here's another thing. More pits. I got the pits. Dude, I got the pits, man. These, I'll throw those out over there. Little paper. These are cherry and plum pits. And I'm going to clean them up a little bit, but I've got quite a few of the cherry pits. And we just ate a bunch of plums over the last week or two. But more stuff to make stuff with. And I think once I get them cleaned up, they may look good as like a resin coated bracelet or something. So many ideas, things to do, stuff to play with, decisions to make. Roars to knock over. All right, let's. Y'all want to do some 3D pen drawing? I don't know what we could draw tonight. Here's one I did a while back. Let's go Tar Heels. Let's go Tar Heels. But what do we want to draw with the 3D pen tonight? We've got plenty of brown. We've got a fair amount of blue. Not much purple. And not much black. We got a little bit. Not much. We got plenty of orange and yellow. A little bit of white. Good amount of red and pink. Random Tinkerer. No, sadly, no. This is not enough Carolina blue to do Twerking Boyd. Not enough. So this please no. This little guy took up almost a whole roll of green. I would say it was about, not even almost a whole roll. I bet it was about half a roll. That's a full roll of the filament that I get for this. So it was about half a green roll for this one, and it glows in the dark. Roar! All right, let's plug it in. Plug it in. So we have our color options here, people. And I left it up to chat last night. And I think we came out a winner with the emote drawing. That blue looks so close, though. It does. It does. It really does. It is very close. I mean, I would. I hate to tell you, I hate to say it, Boyd, but if I had enough Carolina blue, we might be doing a twerking Boyd. That's right, Carolina blue. It's not. It's not. It's not twerking Boyd blue. It's Carolina blue. A Tatum resin necklace. Hey, you know, gamer, I'm down for it for sure. There've been a few people in the fishing community that have expressed interest in the hooks. This is a burl hook that I made not too long ago, and that's going on one of the wands I'm making for the Craftsman's Guild Community Challenge, the quarterly challenges, and this one is wands, as in magic wands. I'm working on two simultaneously. This is a peach pit wand with some glow in the dark stuff on it. Get it charged up. It is light reactive glow in the dark. It's kind of hard to see with the lights on, of course. Duh. But yeah, there's been some interest in the hooks, and specifically for a necklace. I'm not gonna name anyone, but you know, a few people in the fishing community are asking for them. So I've got some that I'm making. Also, some peach pit fish. You need a hook? Cool. Yeah, gamer. I'll message you for sure, and we'll discuss. Absolutely. Before I get going on this, I need to take a quick break. My breaks are 2 minutes or less. You can time me. Once I say the word that starts with a G and ends with O, we start the timer. More hooks! Yes. And speaking of more hooks, I'm almost out of burl. I need more burl. Because I think the burl looks really good with the hooks. I mean, I can make the hooks out of just about any wood, but I feel like the burl just has that, you know, it has that look, man. I love it. Like I'm running out. These are some of my biggest chunks that I have left. And a few of these, like one chunk that was about twice this size is what I used to get the pieces for the wand and the hook and a couple of these other pieces. Like that one's just a little too thin for a hook. If it was thick like that all the way down, I could definitely do it, but you can see the kind of pie wedge to it. Anyway, I digress. I'll be right back. Less than 2 minutes, 2 minutes or less. Ask Saki. Absolutely. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll be right back. Less than 2 minutes. Ready? Go. right, we're back, chat, with about 25 seconds to spare. Tick, 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 Lurker! What is up, Lurker? How are you? All right, so I'm now taking suggestions to do some 3D pen drawing, sculpting, whatever you want to call it. What you got, chat? What do you want me to draw or print? I don't know. Is it printing or drawing? What is it? What are we calling this? I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. Oh, Chevy. I don't have any green. I mean, I've got yellow. It can just be a corn cob with no stalk. The random tinkerer emote. I like these ideas. Is your guy's holding a hammer? Random tinkerer. All right. Let's see. A bass. I like that too, but again, Boyd, I need some green. I've got a little bit of black, but I don't think it's enough. But I would need some black. So a bass is out of the question. I like the corn idea. We got the yellow, and there's a fly. If I catch that fly, I'll put him in some damn resin. You better watch out. Got the yellow. And we could even do, like, we could mix in a little bit of orange in the corn. Or do y'all want some candy corn? How about candy corn? Red, white, and blue. Yeah, we could do a small one. We could do a small flag. I'm not doing a French flag, Chevy. Classic. What's it gonna be? Kind of like the corn idea, and I really like Random Tinkerer's idea too. I like them all. I just don't have all the colors I need to do them. He only approves of French flags. Yep. Chevy's waving a French flag in corn country. Oh, me. All right. Corn. All right. We'll do a little ear of corn, and then we'll do Random Tinkerer's emote. That's some old M&C lure. All right, yeah. So let's turn it on, and once we get the green light, we can go. So that's the power light, and then we've got the red light that tells you it's warming up, and once it turns green, it'll be good to go. I'm gonna cut the red out, and I think we'll start with brown as a base, because I have plenty of brown right now. Oops, sorry about that. What's our battery power? Oh, we're looking good. So last night I had my phone plugged in to charge while I was streaming. And previously, when I've had to plug it in while I was streaming. It didn't have a whole lot of juice on it to begin with, but having it plugged in, kept it on and kept it going. But last night it just seemed to drain faster, even though it was plugged in, and that's what eventually killed the stream, was that my phone died, because that's what we're working off of right now is my phone. All right. There we go. And because this is the base, I'm not worried about the red filament that's still in there. We might mix in some of that orange. Maybe a little white. I wish we had some green though. That would be really nice on the corn. All right, how are we going to do this? We're just going to start with a little line. And I'm dropping stuff. Let's start it right in here. Let's see. Don't want to go too fast. I'm going to let that cool for a second. I think this is just going to be a freehand thing where it's not fixed to the table. But once that cools off, I'll be able to pick it up. Still a little warm. Where's my knife? I need my knife. Oh, I'm cutting. I'm cutting into the surface. Yep, I cut some of my surface. There we go. All right, so now, oh, I dropped it. Where'd it go? Oh, dang it, chat. I just dropped it. There it is. Yeah, that's a knife. Have to start it over again. That's one thing I like about this, is that when it's inactive, the time that it cuts itself off is really short. So I really like that safety feature as far as the scribbler pen, and that's what it's called, scribbler 3D pen. That's too fast. Come on. There we go. I can go a little faster. try it on ludicrous speed. These little hairs keep popping out. And like I said, this is just the base. Base. It's still kind of warm on that side. Now it kind of looks like a piece of dookie. All right. Now we're going to switch colors. I think we'll put a little orange in there. Okay. Oh, come on. One problem with this thing is the little strands that come off sometimes when you're trying to peel the stuff that's spitting out. Come on, orange. There's the orange. All right, now I think we can start with the yellow. Give me some of the yellow. Yo, what's up, Big K? How are you tonight? It's a cat turd, yep. Good evening. I'm messing around with the 3D pen tonight. We finished the Craftsman's Guild logo on the Etch A Sketch a little earlier. And so we're just kind of playing around. Excuse me. Playing with the 3D pen. We are 3D printing / drawing a corn on the cob for our buddy Chevy. And hopefully that yellow doesn't tangle up too much there. Seems like it wants to. What's going on here? There we go. Sort of. Yep. Nice. Doing good, BK? Good to hear. Yes, always doing something wild. We love to have fun, and yeah, you never know what we're going to get into. So I'm going to cover up some more of this with the orange until the yellow comes in. And then I think we're going to slow it down for the yellow kernels, which I suppose we could kind of mix it up and and forgive me, Chevy, I don't know the proper terminology for the corn that has the different colored kernels in there, like the browns and the dark oranges and the whites and the yellows. We could almost do something like that. All right, we got the yellow coming in. Just going to give it a little more of a base color. Gem corn. Okay, nice, thank you. So there's a comedian, Chevy, his name's Greg Warren. And his latest stand-up special is, what's it called? Where the Field Corn Grows, I think. But one of his bits, he talks about discovering the difference between, what is it, sweet corn and field corn. He's a funny dude. His name's Greg Warren. Hilarious comedian. All right, so now we're gonna slow the roll of the printer down. That might be good. Let's see. It'd be great if I got in frame for you guys, wouldn't it? No, we don't need to be in frame. What are you talking about? strands keep sticking to me. That's something else I've got to figure out how to stop that. Oh, come on. Chevy, we're making corn, bud. Corn on the cob. Who's got the butter? So earlier, Boyd, when you showed that the corn video of the kid at the fair, like you said, I too, that was the first time I'd seen that in its entirety, and that kid is awesome. That kid's going places. That was funny. And then, was it Colleen's dog that was munching on the corn? And hang on 1 second and I'll catch up with chat. There's a great TikTok remix of the Corn Buddy. Nice. Yeah, Colleen's dog. Right on. Do your cats eat corn? Oh yeah, fair question. Come on. I need to speed this up a little bit. Maybe a little more.